What's going on, guys? Today I'll be doing a review of the Noble NB1 sparring gloves, so stay tuned.
Uber up the styles like miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junky rhythms.
Hey, what's up, guys? Carlo here, and today I'll be doing a review of the Noble NB1 sparring gloves. I got these brand new secondhand from somebody. I didn't get these directly from Noble, but I use this glove quite a bit and have a really good idea of how these perform. I want to give you guys a review on them. So you can see I got this in the red and white color scheme. This is actually a special or a limited edition version of the sparring glove. I got them in 16 ounces and a lace-up closure. They also make a Velcro version of these gloves as well in a black and white and black color scheme. And you can see all of that on their website, which I will include down below in the description box. And Noble is a fairly new company out of the UK that makes boxing gear for the community, and they actually have a really nice product, and I'm pretty impressed at how these performed. So let's go over the 5 things. The first being the glove design. The first thing I noticed when I first saw these gloves, both online and in person, was that they looked pretty wide. Profile-wise, they looked kind of short and stocky. But that's a little kind of a perception thing. But once you put your hand in it, I'll go over that here in a minute. It's definitely a different kind of glove in terms of how it feels to how it looks. So you can see it has a really cool, attractive design with the red and white color scheme. The Noble logo right here with the star with the gold. You have the Noble right here on the wrist that has the traditional triple cuff right here. Noble on the inside with the grip bar and the 16 ounce right there as well. So this has a traditional cut. It is a semi-compact glove. The width of the glove is a little bit wider, but the length of it's pretty compact. You can see how long the glove is on my hand. It's not a very long glove, like those traditional Mexican style gloves where it has a really long cuff. These ones are a little bit shorter for those of you that prefer a shorter cuff with that. And again, they do make this in a Velcro closure as well. So quality-wise, these gloves are pretty good. They use an all genuine leather case, so you can see here it's a really nice, soft, supple leather casing all throughout the glove. There's nothing synthetic on here, which I really like. I like how they use leather for the entire glove. And you can see that the stitching is pretty good overall. However, there was a couple of areas which I also had discussed with Noble. They had contacted me and told me that they are actually releasing a new version of this glove that's actually going to replace the NB1. So they're actually coming out with a newer version that's supposed to be even better than this current glove. So, but you can see just some of the stitching right here. You can see that the threading was coming off right here. Actually wasn't stitched all the way through on the attached thumb. And one other thing I also noticed was if you look here, the more I use these, I noticed that the foam on the top layer has a weird kind of imprint and indentation. It doesn't affect the performance of the glove, but it's just more of something that's an aesthetic issue that I noticed with this glove, as well as my right hand. I noticed that the foam, you can see that there's an indentation on the side of the glove, so maybe that's just some of the foam shifting around inside of the leather. Again, nothing performance-wise that it affected, just more of a visual thing that I noted. And a couple other little minor details, like you can see it has the ventilated holes, but like a few of the pieces of leather wasn't punched all the way through. Not a huge deal. You can see that as well as on the thumb, that the the ventilated hole wasn't just pushed all the way through. Again, not a huge deal, but just more of a fit and finish type deal. But the double stitching throughout on the palm side looks really good. They use nice high quality laces. The leather again is nice and supple. The back wrist support here with the triple cuff has a good amount of padding on the back side, so when I lock these in with my laces, it really tightened down and gave me the support I need. The printing on here, the screen printing for the Noble logo looks good, as well as on the leather. The leather has a really nice color. The red has kind of a looks kind of like a cardinal red color, but it looks really good. None of the stitching on the side here or goes through the leather is coming apart. Nothing coming loose there as well. The thumb looks really good as well. So aside from the minor little issues with just the ventilated hole needs to be punched through, and the foam, as well as the little stitching here, everything else about this glove is really premium and really high quality. So the next thing would be the comfort. I love the comfort of these gloves. They come in with a really broken in feel, like more broken in than a lot of the other gloves I've used. I mean, you put your hand in here, you can actually see how easy I can open and close my hand, which I love. I love broken in gloves. I'm a huge fan of just being able to really clench your fist down and make that great fist. And I feel that they did a superb job of really allowing you to make a great fist. The thumb positioning is perfect. I definitely love the thumb. It has enough cushioning on the backside of the thumb, but it's not restrictive and it's not too short. Excuse me. So I do like the thumb. I love how that feels. The fingertip compartment, you have the grip bar here, but it also has a nice little layer of foam on the inside. And I definitely love the hand compartment. This is probably one of the better hand compartments I've tried. The width of the actual cuff is a little bit wider. Hopefully with the newer version of the glove that they create, they'll kind of narrow this down. That's one thing I noticed, that is how wide it is. So you can see there's a little bit of a gap on both sides. It's not a huge deal. It's just once you have your hand wraps and everything in here, that will fill the wrist area in. But again, you can see how wide it is around the wrist area. And again, hopefully that gets corrected. So, but comfort-wise, these feel fantastic. I love the way these feel, especially being broken in from the get-go. So, really enjoy that. So, performance-wise, these perform awesome as well. They use a multi-layer of foam. You can see it has a medium to firm density. I was using these on the mitts, the heavy bag I used in the sparring, and they worked flawlessly. I felt like I got great feedback, especially hitting these with the mitts. I was able to really land nice, good shots and feel the connection between the glove and the mitt, and it just felt really satisfying when I did hit the mitts with these. So they performed really well. I didn't feel any wrist discomfort as well because I had these laced up with my lacing loops and I had my hand wraps on. But the wrist support on here is pretty good. It has a nice about quarter inch to half inch layer of pretty rigid and dense foam right here on the wrist area, so you can get that wrist support that you need. And again, the triple cuff on the back helps really case in your hand there as well, which ends up being about $87 US. So you consider, 87 plus whatever the shipping cost is to the States or wherever you may live. So on average, you would say about $100 for a really nice premium quality glove. All leather construction, very comfortable hand compartment, one of the better hand compartments I've used glove-wise. Nothing awkward about them, and they perform really well. So overall, a really nice glove, a great product from Noble Boxing out of the UK. If you guys have any comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.